Hello everyone, Spider Gamer here once again. Hi, and welcome to yet another Reddit video. For today, I saw this post while browsing Reddit, and something inside me felt compelled to read it. Something inside me told me this was gonna be a saga, and when I clicked on this profile from u/suspiciousrock1661, I found out this post has 3 updates. The last one being from 3 months ago. And I don't know, something tells me this is going to be an interesting story. So buckle in, and I hope you like this saga that I fished out myself. There's just something in the story calling to me, I don't know why. So this is from r/relationship advice, and the first post is named "My husband 32M left me 32F after almost 15 years together and wants me to forget and let him come home. What are my next steps to stop that?" Change the locks, first of all. Oh, by the way, if I sound tired or a little loopy, it's because I didn't get enough sleep today, and it is yesterday. I didn't get enough sleep yesterday, and it is very late, and I am recording this because it's the only time in the week I can record, and Reddit videos take a while to edit, so I am just trying to record in advance early in the week, so I'm not scrambling last minute to record and edit. So yeah, but let's start the post. My husband and I have been married for almost 2 years, but together for almost 15. Oh god, that is a lot. That's a lot of time. Oh god. Okay. Oh, right, it was in the title. Sorry, I completely missed that. I think I am a little too sleepy to be reading this. But let's continue. He is my only long real boyfriend I have had in my adult life, and we have 2 children together. We have had a rocky relationship from the beginning, if I'm being honest, but the last 3 years have, for the most part, been pretty great. The turning point for our relationship, I feel, was after he got blackout drunk at his friend's wedding and spent the entire 1.5 hours, I think, drive home that I drove him and his friends home from as I was sober, screaming at me and saying nasty things. You should have left him right there and then. The best time to have left him was back then. The second best time is right now. Just saying. Since then, things have been pretty good. I have been working on myself, have lost weight, putting more effort into myself and my appearance, have been making new friends. About 5 months ago, he woke up one day and told me he wasn't happy with his life or me and he wanted to leave. He then decided he was wrong and didn't want to leave. Not to drag it on too much, but a highlight reel of the last 5 months is he has 1. Left me 4 to 5 times and comes back every time saying he's sorry. Change the locks. Just change the locks. Don't let him in the house again. Been unhappy when I have gone for dinner or to see girlfriends. Got blackout drunk again and behaved horrendously towards me. I can't really talk about it on the thread. The same night as the above, there was some severe drama with his family, I am also being made to be the villain for telling them this behavior is disgusting, especially since our 2 children were asleep in bed when everything was happening. Called me every name under the sun, often in front of our children, and accused me multiple times of having affairs with absolutely no suspicions. I don't want to be mean. I really don't want to be mean, but girly, do not let him come back. What are you doing? Change the locks. Change the locks. Leave him immediately. He shouldn't be doing any of these things. Any of these things are disgusting. And his family can also go hug a cactus, okay? Because what do you mean you're the villain for saying this behavior is disgusting? It is disgusting. It is disgusting. I didn't realize a few of the things can't be discussed here. His excuses are that he doesn't feel loved enough by me. Well, he's not loving you enough either, from the sounds of it. And I'm not affectionate enough. Who would want to be affectionate with someone who does this stuff? Honestly, who would? Not me. And hopefully not anybody with common sense. But it's hard to feel affectionate to someone who is treating you like poop. Yes, exactly, girly, you understand. So leave him. Leave. I know Reddit is known for the leave him mentality, but girly, please, leave him. I am getting very little family support and being made to feel guilty for breaking our family up if I don't let him just come back home. That family can go hug a cactus. I don't... what's the problem here? But he's never gonna change. Exactly. I guess I'm just looking for some validation and support that I'm making the right decision because I keep being told I'm wrong. That is exactly the problem. So many people in these posts, they tell the worst stories about their partners ever. And one would think they have enough common sense to leave their partners because this situation is clearly toxic. But everybody in their life is so toxic that they keep gaslighting these people into thinking these things are normal. And not to give Reddit that much credit, but sometimes it's important to have millions of people going girly, you are not insane. Leave him. Genuinely leave him. So I very much understand the public utility of these Reddit posts. And hey, sometimes you don't even need to post it yourself on Reddit. Sometimes you're listening to someone else tell the Reddit story and the stars seem to align and you just think to yourself, damn, I am in a very similar situation. I think I should leave. And that's exactly why I like Reddit content, I guess. And also I am a little bit of a story hoarder. I do like to collect stories. I love stories. So yeah. What are my next steps to stay strong in my decision to not take him back and try and establish a healthy co-parenting relationship for our children? Do you want him to co-parent your children? 'Cause I wouldn't want him anywhere near my children. Does he have an interest in being near your children? If he doesn't have an interest in being near your children, you have a very good excuse to keep him away from your kids. And I would use that excuse if I were you, because I don't think he is fit to be near your kids. But hey, I'm a stranger on the internet, okay? You know your situation better than me. So, a top comment from Fairy Goth Mommy, slay, girl slay, says, say no. Keep saying no. Find an attorney. Keep all conversations between the lawyers. File for immediate custody pending divorce. Separate finances. Do what the lawyer says. Action first and best steps to staying strong. Exactly that. Do that. I don't have better advice for you, but do that. Get a lawyer immediately. And don't overlook the attorney advice, says the Lady Orchid. And Griselda Marie says, ask yourself if you want this to happen to your child, the kind of relationship you want them to be in. Remind yourself that it's not okay for anyone to experience. And Pollution Radiant 1122 says, my ex started leaving and wanting a divorce, and it didn't stop. No matter how much I changed, the effort I put in, they always saw every argument as a new chance to leave. Just take the time and get an attorney right away. Everything else, just take your time. This tactic of leaving and returning intentionally leaves you feeling confused and unsettled, which puts you at a risk of continuing the pattern. Because, at the very least, it's predictable. The only thing I found that kept me from allowing them back was time. Every day it got easier. No contact. Get a lawyer and then take it day by day. If after space and time you feel differently, deal with it then. But I think you'll see in time separately was likely the right move. Good luck. One Quincy 2 comments, I imagine if your daughter was going through exactly that, what would you advise her? Please divorce him. Suspicious Rock actually responded, saying, I think about this all the time. You should think about this. Sometimes this might not be a healthy mechanism, but it is a mechanism that I use often, and I have recommended this to a friend when they were in a bit of a pickle, let's say. Sometimes you can't think of your situation as you yourself. Sometimes you have to dissociate, basically. You are no longer you. You are so-and-so's lawyer, okay? If you are in a situation where you are incredibly stressed, you're in a bit of a pickle, and you don't know what to do, you are no longer so-and-so. You are so-and-so's lawyer. You are so-and-so's caretaker, and you are so-and-so's whatever it is, that handler, I guess. First, you gather evidence. Gather all the evidence of everything that's happening. Second, you basically map out everything that's happening and include the evidence. Third, you contact anybody that can help you, be it attorneys, be it law enforcement, be it management. Whoever is responsible for managing the situation you are in and for helping you in that situation, you contact them and you forward the mapping out and the evidence you just took. Fourth, you take care of so-and-so, because so-and-so has to be in shape for so-and-so to go through what so-and-so is going through, okay? So, if you are panicking, you don't know what to do, everything is spinning, boom, you are no longer so-and-so. You are so-and-so's handler, caretaker, and lawyer, okay? You gathered the evidence, you lay everything out, you contact anyone who can help you, and you take care of so and so, okay? That is something I've used before, and I have recommended this to a friend, and it helped. So yeah, I do recommend that. I do recommend you do that. Again, I am not a professional. I'm not a mental health professional. Maybe someone out there is going to listen to this and be like, actually, this is dissociating and it's incredibly unhealthy. In that case, don't do that. But if nobody says it's unhealthy, I'm going to keep doing it, and I recommend you do too. Anyways, Jem Hav responds, your children will model the relationship after yours. You are teaching them that this is healthy/normal for a marriage. Tab 238 says this. Exactly, girl. Exactly. Be Free LL responds, yeah, I'm not sure if you realize that you've already potentially baked into your children. We learn so much from our environment, no matter how smart and aware we are. The best you can do is be the mother you want to be and create a healthy environment for them while you still play the role in their lives. They're 2-year-olds, right? I mean, yeah, 2-year-olds already kind of have a conscience and can kind of see the stuff around them, but I don't think it's exactly baked into them. So I think it's still in time for you to correct that. But you got to do it now. Lilac Ghosty responds, this is what I came here to say. If you can't leave for you, leave for your children. They are watching your husband verbally abuse you, and that will impact them and their relationships for the rest of their lives. And, but like, why though? Responds, please consider reaching out to your local domestic violence center. An advocate can help you a safety plan around leaving. They might have resources to help you and your children. What you've described are red flags of an abusive personality. You might find Lundy Bancroft's Why Does He Do That helpful. Every time. It's that book every time. I haven't read it per se, but I've heard it so many times, and so many people have said this book is helpful. Honestly, go read it. Go read it, I guess. If you are potentially in an abusive relationship, go read that book, I guess. Rich Ad 4654 comments, his behavior is diabolical and you deserve better. Kick his volatile ass out and change the locks. You are not the source of all his unhappiness, though he'd rather blame you than fix himself. Edited to add, the frequency of him getting blackout drunk is not safe for you or your kids. Seek legal counsel, open a bank account in your name and transfer 50% of the balance. Kick him out, citing safety concerns for you and your kids. Alone Break 7627 responds, honestly, I've gone back to one guy. Ever. I don't get that, but let's move on. We weren't committed and I felt like it was okay to date again. Well, it wasn't. Get a lawyer. Tell them how flippant your spouse is being. You need custody because you don't know what he's going to do next. And that you own a business together. The lawyer will tell you what to do before filing or during Ianal. Automatic Sky 3928 responds, "You are not the source of all his unhappiness, though he'd rather blame you than fix it himself. He clearly isn't happy with you or without you, with or without you. And no one can help him but himself. You deserve better than to be his punching bag. Your kids deserve better than that too. He'll keep leaving and coming back if you let him. So don't let him." Exactly. Now, moving on to the next update from OP. There were more comments that I screenshotted, but y'all get the point, I guess. Moving on to the next update from OP. First update. I just wanted to firstly say thank you to everyone for all your responses. I can't tell you how much they've helped me through this time, and every time I was struggling, I went back and looked at them all. I just wanted to address a few things mentioned in the comments and then give an update. So skip to the end if you just want the update. I have spent the last few weeks really thinking about our relationship and the dynamics, and honestly, it's difficult to really think about and embarrassing to think I've allowed this for so long. Girlie, you have no reason to be embarrassed, okay? You were in an abusive relationship with apparently a very manipulative person, and those things mess with you. They mess with your head. Do not be embarrassed for letting it go this long. Be happy you finally decided to leave. Be happy you're finally getting rid of this rotten baggage, honestly. Some background to our relationship and dynamics for my life. We started seeing each other at 15, and on reflection, I can see that he was pressuring me even back then to do what he wanted. Pressuring me into losing my virginity when I didn't want to, but thankfully a friend intervened for me. I grew up in a house filled with domestic violence. That tends to make it easier for you to be a victim, unfortunately. And an extended family that was very dysfunctional from trauma. Around the time we first met, my stepdad, who raised me and separated from my mom about 3 years prior, told me his new partner didn't like me calling him dad, and she was turning my bedroom at his house into her spare room from when her family came to visit, and essentially ended with him abandoning his dad role in my life. The night we started dating at 17 was, in hindsight, deeply troubling. We had been at a local function and had been friends. I was speaking to a mutual friend leading up to this night, and we snuck away to spend time together. When we came back to the function, our mutual friends were laughing about it, and he started screaming at me in front of everyone for hooking up with his friend, when I knew he liked me and that I'm a bitch. I followed him out to apologize. No idea what I was apologizing for now, and ended up in a relationship with him. That is very unfortunate of me. This guy is clearly very manipulative. First off, you shouldn't have to apologize for going to spend time with your friend when you're not even in a relationship with this guy. Literally, the only quote-unquote claim he has on you is the fact that he likes you. He doesn't even know if you like him back. And he is getting mad at you for hanging out with somebody else when he has a crush on you. That is incredibly messed up in the head. Oh god. Also, by the way, in case you're wondering why I'm cursing now, I don't really, I'm not monetized, and bleeping out and censoring is kind of a pain. And at the moment, I have a lot of things to do, so I don't have time to like come through the entire video to censor everything. So I'm kind of just going for a lower effort editing right now because of everything I have to do at the moment. I did get started on my model, my 3D model, so you guys can at least see my face, but it's gonna take a while because those things take a while. I think I've told you guys already that I got started on it, right? Yeah. I'm doing the face. I'm still doing the face. It's gonna take a while, yeah. He habitually lied to me about using illicit substances throughout the years. He knew it was a hard limit for me as my relative had passed away from an OD. I know to some people it is a bit ridiculous, but it's pretty normal where we are from. But I didn't want to be involved with it in the slightest. He caused friendship breakdowns because friends would come to me and tell me he was using substances. He would deny it and tell me they were lying, and I would end up in arguments with them. He admitted 2 years ago to lying about it because he could see my viewpoint had changed and I was more accepting of it. Wow. Wow. You know, OP, the more you talk about this guy, the more I want to punch him. Our relationship was great for the last 2 to 3 years. 1 to 2 years before our wedding and 1 year after. But on reflection, I realized it was because I was just being more obedient to him. I was basically a married single mom and handled everything at home, worked in our business, and was the primary parent for our child. Okay, now for the update. I saw everyone's comments about leaving him and running and divorce. That is definitely my plan. Yay! Woohoo! Everybody clap for OP. But I'm trying to be smart about everything and not rush it and do it on impulse. You are correct, OP. That is the better way to do that. After my last post, I did cave to his pressure and allow him another chance. No! Okay, like, as long as you're just doing it so you can get your ducks in a row before you leave him, it's fine, but like, don't allow this guy access to your children. He's dangerous. I told him that I was going to visit my friend's new apartment in the city and go for dinner together. He lost it and tried to forbid me from going. I want to punch that guy. I told him I wasn't asking for permission. I was just letting him know. He was yelling and carrying on in front of our children that I either be husband and wife again or he's leaving right now. And I was just overwhelmed and trying to get him to stop, so I agreed. Oh no. He also admitted to going through my phone to look at my messages with my friend because he didn't trust what I was saying. But shock and horror, a week later he left again. Oh, bummer. Anyways, changed the locks. So currently we are not together. He keeps apologizing and telling me he loves me and regrets the things he was saying to me. He keeps asking me, so are you done or do you want to be with me? Dude, get a clue. Just move on, please. I reminded him that you left and we're not currently together. I said, without real change behavior, I am not willing. I said, without real changed behavior, I am not willing to be together. And I know that he will not be able to do that because I now realize that I think he is a narcissist. Or at least pretty close. Yeah, I've met some. They're interesting creatures. In the meantime, I have been recording many of our conversations and interactions. Good. They are evidence. That is good. I am meeting with a lawyer and speaking with an individual counselor and trying to get my house in a state for sale without it being obvious. I also forwarded many of our business financial documents to a separate email in case he restricts access to them. His work email is also on my computer, as I handled most of the correspondence. And a few days ago, he had an email from Snapchat about some password change or something. Not really a huge deal, I guess, but I'm pretty confident that there is either another specific girl in the picture or he's having casual naughties. If there's anything else I should be doing, anything you want clarified, or any thoughts you have, I'd love to hear it. And thank you all again. Good. Just don't let him close to your kids again, please. Macho Magpie comments, so currently we are not together. Lady, on my hands and knees begging you to stop with this language. It needs to be, we are not together, period. And Suspicious Rock responds, you're right, we are not together, period. I promise it's not changing. Committed Like the Pig responds, if you can't stick with this for yourself, do it for your children. They deserve a stable home with good parents. And better to have no father than an abusive one. Exactly. This is a Gloria Riccio 2 responds, this is exactly what I came to say. The saying, do as I say, not as I do, doesn't work. It will be painful for you in a few years when your kids end up in relationships like yours and you'll wish you had shown them strength, but it will be too late to help them or advise them to leave. You have to break the pattern now. Restore your dignity and show them what not to accept from a partner. Make them proud. They are watching you. Rana Iyer responds, this is so effing sad. For the kids' sake, Suspicious Rock, I hope you break the cycle. And Suspicious Rock actually responds, yeah, it was hard to type out, to be honest. I can't wait to update everyone soon and be able to tell them I've left. It will happen. I do hope it does. Akasha 250 responds, comments actually. Sorry, my eyes are starting to close on their own. I'm sorry. Change your passwords and codes. There's a good chance he'll go through the messages again. It's an easy way to keep track of what you're up to. He most likely will, at some point, promise real change with therapy and all that. Have a response ready. This often is said without any intention to actually change. It's just a way to get back. Get a separate bank account if you don't have one. You'll need it. If you have one and he has access to it, cancel that. You do seem to have a good grip on the situation though. Good luck in your new life. And Suspicious Rock responds, thank you. I'm going to go through all my passwords on my phone and change them. Free Celebration 9795 responds, Suspicious Rock, is it possible for you to get a new cell phone? He had already admitted to going through your phone. It is entirely possible he has put a tracking software on it. I experienced something similar when I left my abusive ex. He had cloned my phone/SIM card, and it used it to track me. I attempted to factory reset, but he was still able to access my information. I finally broke down and bought a new phone and laptop to be safe. I ended up taking my laptop and to a computer repair to get my files off, but he had remotely wiped it without my knowledge. Never underestimate an abusive partner with their back against the wall. Damn, that is a very wow situation. Wow. I'm sorry, I don't have words. In the wise words of Zuko, that's rough, buddy. I don't know what to say. I'm sorry. But that is a very serious situation, and yeah, do that. Do that. Yeah. The hotline is the National DV Resource Center. I will link it below in the description. I'll put the hotline that they linked, and I'll try to put a few other hotlines in there in case you are a victim too, in case you need help. You can go through these hotlines to get help. Okay? I'll do that in the description. I have to remember to do that, but I will do that. Don't worry. It's the National DV Resource Center. They can link you with a community DV organization that can assist you in remaining safe while leaving this relationship. Abuse is more than physical. It is emotional, verbal, financial, sexual, and coercive control, and it sounds like your partner was abusive in those ways. Yeah, all of those for sure. The most dangerous time for someone in an abusive relationship is when they leave. Partners that were never physical become violent and lethal at the idea of being left. There's actually a term for it: separation assault. How to identify post-separation abuse tactics and protect yourself might be helpful for you to read. Another great resource is the book Why Does He Do That? Again! Again! Okay, why does he do that? Inside the Mind of Angry and Controlling Men, free PDF by Lundy Bancroft. Defines the different types of abusers and how to protect yourself. I'm really proud of you for sharing your experiences and getting help. I am sending you positive thoughts and virtual hugs of support and encouragement from one survivor to another. All the best to you, Free Celebration. I hope you're better now, and I wish you all the best. And Suspicious Rock too. And Suspicious Rock then updates again, saying, "Hi all, I wanted to post an update for everyone who gave me advice in my previous posts and helped me through a very difficult time. My soon-to-be ex-husband," yay! I knew you could do it, Suspicious Rock. I knew you could do it. Has been gone from our home for 2 weeks now. That is amazing, sweetheart. That is amazing. Congrats. It has been 2 weeks filled with crash outs, love bombing, and everything in between. But I have held firm and told him I am completely out of the relationship and want a divorce. I have bought new security cameras for the time being. That's good. That's really good. And I want to sell our house and buy my own place as soon as possible. But separating our finances is going to be so difficult. I know I'm the I am only at the very beginning of our journey, but I'm feeling so proud of myself and strong in my resolution. And honestly, I haven't even missed him once yet. I feel free. The kids and I can be home and do what we like, feel like, without worrying if he will have a problem with it. There's no more yelling at home. It's just peaceful. So thank you again for your advice. I probably won't have another update, but thank you for all. Thank you all. And if you have any tips and tricks for negotiating custody agreements and divorce, that would be great. I can't tell you how much you all helped me push through the hardest part. That is amazing, sweetheart. Congrats. I wish you nothing but the best and all that is good in this world for you. Okay? You're strong. You are doing amazing. And congrats. Congrats for everything. Pink. I'm not gonna say this. It's artificial parts. Pink artificial parts shop. I know I'm not monetized, but I have my pride too, okay? I'm so proud of you, stranger. Stay strong and don't let him ever again. Your children and your future self will thank you. Good luck. Exactly. Suspicious Rock responds, thank you so much. Wino12312 responds, good for you. You never know the piece they stole until we get it back. Your kids will thank you as well. And Windex Fresh responds, you deserve peace, friend. Historical Composer 2 comments, please do not cave into his excuses or love bombing. He will never change, no matter what he says or promises. I've read your other posts. He sounds like a POS. You and your kids will be so much better off without him and his constant screaming, anger, and abuse. Focus on yourself and your kids now. You should be very proud of yourself for moving on. I know it's scary and hard, but it will be so worth it. Best of luck and happy future for you and your children. Suspicious Rock responds, I absolutely will not. It's crazy how much you really see when you take off those rose-colored glasses. Thank you. It is a bit scary and definitely hard, but God, it has been worth it. By the way, I'm sorry if I'm laughing too much. I laugh when I'm nervous, and this saga is making me nervous. I am nervous for OP. Yeah. So sorry for laughing. It's not humorous. Okay. But yeah, it will be so worth it, OP. Go for it, girly. Go for it. Mera1506 responds, make a new bank account at a different bank in your name only and transfer your personal money and maybe half of the shared money there. Freeze your credit for the time being. Suspicious Rock responds, it's difficult because most of our assets are in liquid and are in equipment, etc. But I have already opened a separate account for my wages. Thank you. Sun Vapor 2 responds, make sure your account is in a different brand of bank. Ensure clear separation of your finances going forward. And John Florida also responds, those assets are of value, so usually the court has a list of all the assets and their value and the cash. If he wants to keep the assets, he has to pay you for half the value. It really doesn't take that much time. Make sure you have your own set of assets you want to keep. Half of those values are credited to him if his asset values are higher. It depends on where you live, but certain assets are not included, like your wedding ring. Suspicious Rock responds, "Thank you. I believe gifts aren't included where I live, such as engagement and wedding rings, but I'll definitely follow it up. The only asset I want is my car. All the boats, the house, the business, everything else he can either keep or buy me out, or sell and split. I just want the cash to buy a new place that's just mine and the kids." That's good. That's good, sweetie. And VR Gum 2 comments, "You've done something incredible. The fact that you stood your ground despite the emotional pressure, that is a huge win. Peace at home and your freedom, absolutely priceless. Whenever it gets tough, remind yourself why you started this in the first place. One tip, write everything down when it comes to the kids and any agreements. Even if things seem fine now, you're in a new chapter, and it's already starting with a victory." Exactly, girly. It's only uphill from here, okay? Suspicious Rock responds, "I have a video I watch of one of his outbursts whenever my brain tries to trick me into remembering the good parts to remind myself. And honestly, I only needed to watch it for the first few days." That is a good strategy, actually. That's good. Yeah. Maruka MCA responds, "Please get a lawyer for the assets. And good on you. I'm happily solo for life now, and I only had loving relationships. It's totally okay to focus on your own happiness and your kids. Don't stay in relationships that hurt you all. Build support through family and friends or colleagues. I'm proud of you." VR Gum 2 responds to the watching the video part, "Why only a few days? What bothered you afterwards?" Suspicious Rock answers, "Just fear of the unknown, I guess. And I just kept reminding myself of that being scared of the future is far greater than living in a future like that." Exactly. Being uncertain of what's up ahead is far better than being certain that you are going straight into hell for the rest of your life. So, yeah. And finally, we have our final update from Suspicious Rock. This was posted 3 months ago, and it's their final update to this day. "Hi all. I've had a few messages lately checking in how things are progressing since my original post more than 6 months ago, and thought if anyone still remembered or was interested, I'd give a quick group update. I'm still separated from my STBXH, soon to be ex-husband." Yeah! Okay. I got it. "And waiting until I can apply for divorce. You have to wait 12 months in my country. No! Damn it, country. Why would you do this?" Okay, fine. Well, at least you are separated, and you're gonna apply for divorce soon. So that's good. Throughout this, I've been trying to process and heal, and with the help of so much external support, working through a relationship filled with every type of toxic behavior that I didn't even recognize at the time. It has truly been a bizarre experience for me, because while my outside world has been metaphorically on fire, my inner world with just my kids and I has been the most peaceful, joyful world I've ever experienced. My children have never been happier. My daughter has stopped wetting the bed every night. My son is becoming the calm, caring boy he always has been, but publicly. They're thriving. That is amazing. That is amazing, OP. Congrats. I'm so happy for you and your kids. I'm so proud of myself. You should be. You really should be. We are all so proud of you, and you should be proud of yourself, OP. For fighting for myself and my kids. And when this process started, the only people I had making me feel like I wasn't going crazy was you all. And I'm so grateful. I think I mostly wanted to post this to show you guys what an amazing support system this can be, and that your words of encouragement really do have an impact. And also to treat those coming here looking for advice with kindness, because they really are trying hard. Exactly. That is precisely why we can't have commenters being like, you're the asshole to yourself. Stop. Don't. Just shut up. Okay? If you're not gonna help, shut up. Right? But yes, be kind to people posting, even when they present to you the weirdest, most obviously toxic situation and they're like, was I the one in the wrong? Don't be like, yeah, you're in the wrong for being so stupid for not leaving them. Don't do that. That only makes the situation worse. Okay? Be kind. Be a support system. Be nice. Thank you all again. And that is the last update from OP. We're gonna read a few more comments. Moxie O'Hara commented, what a lovely update to read. I'm so sorry for all the pain and upset, but wish you continued strength and happiness. Thank you for the award, kind internet stranger. They got 2 heart awards. So, yeah. And Suspicious Rock answers, thank you so much. Impossible Balance 11 says, thrilled with this update. And Suspicious Rock answers, me too. It was so validating to get to share it with you all. Made me reflect on how far I've come. And Impossible Balance responds, keep coming to us for support. Content Letterhead 6 comments, I'm so glad to hear this update. Not to alarm you, but depending on the age of your child, bedwetting can be a sign of S abuse. I hope you are getting counseling for the kids as well. Suspicious Rock responds, I actually didn't know that. I had assumed it was from stress. I had also assumed that. This is a little terrifying. It can never hurt to look into it though. Thank you for making me aware. Content Letterhead responds, it could be from stress. Bedwetting alone does not mean it 100% happened. Just be aware in case there are other signs as well. Hope for the best. Puzzled Intent 717 responds, it can also be biological when a certain hormone starts being produced. My 7-year-old suddenly went from being soaked every night to almost always 100% dry. And No Show 9539 said same with our grandchild. Tiny Sydney responds, it can well be from stress, but it's not an uncommon reaction to sexual abuse as well. Get your kids to counselors as soon as you can and talk about your concern with the counselor. A counselor will be able to give you the next steps. Not just to keep her safe and healthy, but to make sure that information can be obtained without accidentally guiding her in one way or another that does no one any good. Good luck, and know you're doing everything you should right now. And that will be the last thing we read from the saga for now. If OP updates again, I will bring the new update for you guys. But so far, that is the last update, and I am incredibly happy for OP. I am incredibly happy I picked up this saga. I didn't realize how deep it was gonna be. But I am so happy for OP, and I'm so happy for her kids. I'm so happy for everyone that they are finally out of this situation. They are coming out of the situation, and they are strong, they are brave, and I am so happy for them. They are so, so brave. And if you are in such a situation, you can be brave too. You can leave the situation. You can do what's best for you, for your family, and take care of yourself. Don't let anybody ever treat you like this, okay? Once again, I will be linking some resources in the description for you guys if you need them. And yeah, I'm really happy I picked up this saga. This was much better than I expected. And I have no words. I literally have no words. But if you enjoyed today's episode, consider leaving a like. That would mean the world to me. I would be incredibly happy. If you have anything to tell me, if you have anything to add to the discussion, please do so in the comments below. I would love for you to comment your thoughts. I love reading your comments as well. If you have anything at all you want to tell me, please do so in the comments below. If you enjoy my videos, be it my gaming ones, my Reddit ones, consider following, subscribing. That would be very nice of you. And if you never want to miss a video, I do suggest hitting the notification bell so you never miss my uploads. But in general, I do upload every Saturday on the 15th of every month, and on special occasions as well. So that is the schedule, in case you don't want to miss my videos, but you also don't want to have notifications, because those can be annoying. I understand. And last but not least, we always get a pun of the day here on this channel, and today is no exception. I love puns. If you have any puns you want to tell me, please do so in the comments below. And today's pun of the day was once again provided by our wonderful friend of the channel, Zeno. Thank you so much, Zeno SSJ4 Hero, once again for providing our wonderful puns. Today's pun of the day is... Patsy says, I just read about a law that you have to turn your headlights in when it's raining in Sweden. And Nate responds, but I live in Milwaukee. How am I supposed to know when it's raining in Sweden? I have no idea who Patsy and Nate are, but this is very funny. Thank you very much. This brought me such a laugh. And I just realized how weirdly Milwaukee is spelled. That is so weird. I would not have known how to pronounce this if I hadn't literally just seen it said out loud in Lisa Frankenstein I watched really recently. It is really good. I definitely recommend it. Milwaukee is so weird. But yeah, don't worry, Nate. I too don't know when it's raining in Sweden. I can't see it from here as well. But I do hope I can one day. I do hope I can. Anyways, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate your presence. It means the world to me, honestly. The fact that you guys are watching these videos, the fact you guys are enjoying this, it makes me incredibly happy. I hope you are having an incredibly happy day. I hope you had an incredibly happy and fulfilling week, and I hope you continue having such a wonderful, amazing rest of your week until we see each other again next time. And until then, I hope everything goes well for you. I wish you all the best, and hopefully we'll see each other next Saturday. It is next Saturday, right? Oh no! First, we're gonna see each other again, hopefully, on the 15th, next Friday. Yay! You get to see me earlier. Nice. Okay. See you, hopefully, on Friday. And I wish you all the best. Bye bye, lovelies. Love you. Mwah.